like when I was very low motivated and when I was very low energy, low mood, and just like I just wanted to be like alone. I just wanted to be in my room and I just wanted to uh, bed rotting and didn't want to talk to anyone. And I feel like the more you spend more time in your room, like the life that you were supposed to have, or like the life you could have, is just going to waste if you keep staying in your room and not doing anything. So this is the monologue that I used to tell to myself, and I started to like changing things around. I started to changing my mindset, changing the things that I watch, and I realized like a lot of the stuff that is like we see on our phones, or when I just open my phone, there's like other people's agendas, like news and all of these like things. And I think that's so, when you're trying to be stable by yourself, because I used to be very treated, I was bullied by this schoolmate when I was in high school. So because of that, my whole like experience of approaching friendship and how I am interpreting certain kind of situations has changed, and also my ability to learn and ability to meet people and like meeting new people and making friends, that changed a lot of things of my how I'm approaching that. That changed a lot of aspect of that. And I like there was good people in my life, and I met good friends in university. I met uh, another good people in when I went to university overseas, and it made me just realize that life is not set thing, and it doesn't mean that one bad chapter makes other chapters bad. It just means that one bad chapter, and the chapters that I read after that was beautiful. Like it was insane. I can't even believe that, like visually, my experiences when I traveled, and my I think all of that is like healed now, because now I relearned what a friendship is. Now I relearned that there's as many good people on this earth, and they do not hurt others, and they encourage other people, and like real friends who encourage each other. And just like even if not friends, like you see that the stranger is wishing you well. And like 10 years ago, I would have very closed off, like shy, and I was very closed off and very shy. But now it's like just putting myself out there and being open to the friendship, being open to experiences, and not just assuming like bad things. So for me, like thinking that quantum leaping, I wanted to talk about a topic of like quantum leaping. So in terms of like self-help and motivational and like spirituality, it's like shifting yourself into new reality. Like when someone like travels, when someone just books a flight ticket, and then instantly 1 or 2 days later they are in this new reality, they're living these new experiences. Just like that, I realized that I can put myself into new reality if I wanted to make that change. So for me, like quantum leaping is like when you think about it from the perspective of like healing through belief, if you wanted to like heal yourself, you can put yourself in this new reality, and then your old reality is changing and it's shifting. It doesn't disappear, like it's just shifting into this new reality, and that reality can make you new identities. And for me, like I was very like I used to be very shy and closed off person, and then now I'm shifting into this new reality of like extroverted, more outside personality, and like just like saying what I'm thinking and all of that. So for me, like thinking from that perspective was very helpful. And quantum leaping, you can literally change how you're thinking, and then you can literally change your habits, and then you can change your life, and then you can become exactly who you want to be. Like a lot of the times, like the famous people, the famous writers, even like J.K. Rowling, she was rejected by all of these book publishers, and then until she gets approved by this one publisher. And then because when I was a kid, I used to like watching Harry Potter, and all of that is like that's just my favorite thing in the world, and it gave me like so much memories as a kid, and it made me realize like friendship is a positive thing. Like the three kids, like Harry, Ron, and Granger, they're just like fighting a big monster on this first episode, and that kind of thing, like when I was a kid, I used to be really enjoy watching that. And that's my childhood, and I really think like what if that author just gave up after one publisher told her that her stories doesn't make sense? And I used to like thinking like motivational, inspirational talks are like it's nonsense, but now that I think of it, it's not. It's just life. It's just someone else's life. It's someone's dream. Someone created that thing, and other people also watch that movie, read that author's book, and that is like I think that's like great. I think that's fascinating. And for me, like as a person who had like negative experiences in high school, it was very hard for me, because when you're a kid, you don't know, and if you don't know how to ask for help, then it can be like very difficult, because I used to be in that position, and I used to be like, and I used to be afraid to ask for help. And now that I think of it, like it wasn't a thing to be scared of. I should have asked for help from people. And that's like important shift into my reality, important shift into my own thinking. And also, like if your inner child doesn't feel safe, you can't learn new things, you can't like have new experiences and like feeling it as it is. That's why it's very important to like feeling safe and try to do the healing from your inside. And also, like for me, I tried talking to my inner child with like kind words, and I tried talking to my inner child that you don't have to like be scared now, and that's all finished, that's all ended, and you can enter into this new reality. You can show yourself new experiences, because this is your life is right now happening, and you can change it right now if there was fear of, if there was embarrassment from the childhood experiences, like. And the way that I talked like this, it gives me like reassurance. It gave me reassurance, and it gave me a new light to look at that problem. And yes, it doesn't mean that you have when something like terrible thing happened to you, it doesn't mean that you have to hold that throughout your life. You can literally live the best life. You can literally, like, even the people become so successful that the people who hurt you, they even embarrassed to that they even talk to you that way. And I started to like think about this, and then putting myself in this level of like this small end box, but that doesn't help anyone. And for me, like, I need to develop, I needed to like evolve, and not just be in the cycle, because it can be a constant cycle when you experience something negative at a young age. It can be in a cycle. And when people like say to me like, just get out of it, like just forget about it, and it sounded to me really harsh, because that sounded to me like really unfair. Because why would I forget something that's happened to me, and why would I think that? It made me think like I was just betraying myself. So but now that I'm thinking that it's taking away my energy, it's taking away my power, like in terms of when you're supposed to be doing XYZ on one day, and then you have this negative experiences, and when you're thinking about that, it can take a lot of time. Like you can't even concentrate, and you can't even focus on the things. And because just like functioning in a daily life, it takes so much energy, and when you're in a negative constant loop, then it can take away your energy and you can't function anymore. So that's why it's important to like find a way of moving forward from that, and how you are thinking about that memory as well. Because I deserve a best life, I don't want to keep on remembering and keep on replaying that memories inside of my head, because that can take a lot of time, and that just makes all of my experiences right now is really gloomy. So I don't want that. I want bright. I want more bright life. I want more positive experiences in my life. And in order to create that, I need to let go of the past. I need to forget about the people, like just moving on from that situation, even if it's hard, even if it feels unfair. And for me, like, a lot of the times people would just say like move on, but for me, I'm moving on because I deserve to live my best life. And if I keep on thinking about these negative things, then it's taking away energy from my today's life. And I need to function as my best self. I need to function as my best self today. That's why I don't have to keep on replaying the negative memories in my head. So this was the like approach that helped me a lot. And for me, like, keep on creating new experiences to your life, like new positive, warm, and experiences, and people who wishes you well. Like, invite those people into your life, and not just thinking of the negative people, or like if someone treated you badly, don't hold off to these people. Like, just let them go, and keep on thinking that everything that I ever wanted is coming in 2 months. And when I think about like this, all of my like laziness and all of my like delaying the tasks, they just disappear, and I would be like very switched on, and I would be very happy to just work on my craft and just like go on with my daily life, like functioning as my best self. So for me, that's so important. And I just wanted to like share it to you guys, and I just wanted to share to you what worked for me in my life, and how I handle my challenges. And yeah. And if you have like another advices, you can leave me in the comment section, and I want to like hear from you also. And yeah.